Good afternoon and welcome to Northern Maine Productions. As you can see, we got the snowmobile trailer hooked on the truck and we've been on a mowing expedition this afternoon. I took both of these mowers to Bethel Church in Smyrna Mills, where we were mowing the field out behind the parsonage. And I was about 2.5 hours into mowing on that old 3081 and it died on me. It just shut right off, just like you turn the key off. I brought the truck back out around, took this machine and towed the 3081 back to the trailer in the pickup and took the spark plug out of it, and the gap was bridged over with carbon in the on the spark plug because, like I said in my last video, this old 8-horse engine burns quite a bit of oil. The bad part was I cleaned all the plug out of the gap and put it back in there, and I used a pair of booster cables off from this mower to run the electric start on the 3081 because the battery's no good. And I did get it to kick over and try to run a few times, but it wouldn't actually get going. It just spit and sputtered and it just wouldn't stay going. So either the spark plug is completely fouled out or the magnetron unit quit in it. I'm thinking it's the spark plug. Those magnetron units don't fail very often. The thing was running absolutely perfect up until that. I ran it for 2.5 hours. I burned over a tank of gas out of it today, and it ran absolutely perfect. But it was getting a pretty substantial workout, and it was in the mid-80s here this afternoon. So it's been a beautiful day. What a nice day to mow grass. The breeze blowing, the sun's out. Grass was drying out really good. So I guess what we're going to do here is let me take the spark plug out of this thing, see if we can figure out what's going on. I actually just went and took a used spark plug out of my snowblower, so we're going to climb up in here, see if I can go through this old rotten floor in this trailer. This old this ancient old spark plug wrench on here. Yeah, two or three different times this lawnmower has fouled the plug right out. As you can see, it's just a little bit wet, but basically dry. Yeah, it won't start. I just tried to start it again. So I'm going to hook this one on here. I'm going to set this camera right here on this other engine. Put this little plug on here and see if we got any spark on this here to pull. You guys aren't going to be able to see that. Okay, so that is showing spark there. With that plug, I'll put this one on here and see what it does. Aha, that one does not show any spark. Spark plug's out. Ain't that weird? I'm going to put that spark plug right in there, just like that. And I'll bet you this thing's going to start running. We'll hope. I'll take you guys with me here. I've got the gas tank just kind of setting off there at the side because it's in the road of this starter. Alright, so we're in neutral, the throttle's up. Oh, in a run, who knows? Well, that don't sound that good. That sounds to me like that. I took that spark plug out of my snowblower and it was running fine in that. The last time I ran that, so I'm gonna say that probably that coil is gone bad. That magnetron unit's bad. Because that has never ever misfired and backfired like that. So the spark was there, but it wasn't super strong, and there was no spark with this spark plug that I took out of it. So, and that's kind of what it did after I took the plug out of it and cleaned the carbon out of the gap of it. So I tried to start it with the booster cables up there when I was mowing, and it started up. When I did get it to start and run just a little bit, but it was doing that same exact thing. It was spitting and sputtering and cutting out, and so I'm going to say the magnetron's probably bad, or that I was just jiggling that wire around in there that goes, the kill wire that goes to that, and that didn't seem to make any difference. So I'm going to say that that's probably not chafed. So yeah, maybe the plug wire's cracked in it somewhere too, but I don't know. I never jumpins. I've always washed that thing and every spray the motor down with a garden hose when I'm done mowing with it, and it's never offered to quit. It would always start right up even when the thing was soaking wet. So I'm gonna say the plug wire is probably all right. So I guess I gotta go see if I can round up a magnetron unit, put on that, and give that a shot. That motor on that is new enough that it's got magnetron ignition. I think that's an 81 or an 82 engine. So well, I'll probably be back with a video later on. Have a good one. Alright, so I've located a magnetron unit. We're going to take this one off of here. I don't see any chafe marks in any of my wires or anything like that, so I won't assume that this thing just gave up the ghost finally. You know, it's ancient. It's kind of like me. I'm pretty amazed at how clean that thing is down in there around the cylinder head for as much mowing as I've done with this. I've mowed a lot of hours with this old machine. So I guess I gotta have that piece. That's I guess I gotta set you guys down here for just a second. Alright. So I'm gonna put this one up here and plug this one back in. Oh, there's the replacement magnetron. Get this stupid little deflector thing back on here. I'm not really sure what the heck that is for, but I guess I gotta set you down again. I might as well start these bolts back into that too before I pick that camera up again, because we all know how that works. And I'm probably going to have to go get a little piece of cardboard. Alright, so we got this back on here. Run these screws in by hand. I wonder if I'm if I can get lucky and have that. Boy, that's pretty darn close right there. I think we'll just snug that up right there and call that close enough for a test run here, guys. Pretty sure this magnetron unit is good. I tried this on that machine last summer. Some of that old rust off of that stupid spark plug. Alright, moment of truth. I got my booster cables rigged up here to this other lawnmower, so we could actually attempt to start this without putting that, wow, start it without putting the whole starter cover back on there. I'd say that's probably what was going on. So that runs pretty normal right there. We'll see how that... Yep, that's say is what happened. Man, ain't that old style starter noisy on that thing. It's actually got a metal gear on that one instead of plastic gear on it like new ones. That must be off in an old... That must be off in the 1970s motor, I'd say. I don't know if I've ever actually seen one like that. But it still works, amazingly. I guess probably the new plastic gear might actually fit on that. Well, yeah, I guess I am gonna take a few minutes and lubricate that old starter cover. I think it's pretty dry down in there. The rewind spring's pretty dry on it. It's getting so it don't rewind very good. So, well, there. I guess all I can do is put that back together, and we'll do a test run over again here at some point. Have to mow some grass with it and see if it stays going. I guess I probably won't bore you with putting this starter cover back on. That ain't no big deal. You don't know how to put them on. But yep, that's a pretty rare failure right there, to have a magnetron unit fail on one of these old L-head engines. Man, I've ran a lot. That's probably only the second or third one of them that I've ever seen fail in 25 or 30 years. It's very rare that those never, very rare that they never gave me any trouble. Of course, they weren't that old when I was working on these every day either. I mean, I was working on these engines like this in the early 90s, so they were only 8 or 9 years or 10 years old. So, but this one right here's proved its worth. I had about I don't know, it must have rained for a good hour and a half the last time that I had it running. Yeah, it used some oil in that hour and a half's time. I was really working this thing hard. We were mowing field grass with it, so it was getting pushed pretty hard. Probably that's what caused the coil to fail. I mean, it was working really hard. Probably the carbon getting built up in there and closing the gap up on it weren't helping none either. Probably the spark didn't have anywhere to go, and it probably started jumping out through the side of the coil somewhere. That would be my guess. Well, anyways, I guess I'm gonna say that's the end of this video, I guess. I'm sure at some point in time I'll have something else to upload here. But anyways, have a good evening. Bye bye. Well there, welcome back. Starter cover's all back on. I put the original spark plug back in there that was in the thing, and it started right up. I think I'll try to see if it'll go here. Boy, that's a smoky old thing. The motor's still pretty hot. I came right home from mowing and started working on this thing. It had been sitting in the trailer for over an hour and a half, and it was still quite hot when I got back here with it, so she got a pretty good workout. But I'm sure it'll get some more. I guess that's it. Had a little bit of a time with the starter cover. This thing's all beat to pieces. She's been on and off there a few times. I like this nice little riveted patch that's on the end of it. I can't even see the model numbers and the serial number and all that on that starter cover. I'd have to peel that back to see it. Anyways, probably soon I'll have to put a different short block on this. I've got a different one here that I might try on it. I'm not sure yet. Seem to run all right. I don't know if it's any better condition than this one's in or not, but we'll give her a shot anyways. I guess I'm gonna shut this thing off and get these onto this trailer and get them back in the garage and call it a day, I guess. Have a good one. Bye bye.